Sailing isn't just a sport or a hobby, it's a way of life. It's about more than just mastering the wind and waves, it's a profound connection with the elements, a dance with nature where every move is dictated by the rhythm of the sea. For those who have embraced sailing, the ocean isn't just a vast expanse of water but a canvas of endless possibilities. The allure of sailing lies in its ability to offer both adventure and tranquility, freedom and discipline, solitude and community. It's a pursuit that challenges the body, sharpens the mind, and nourishes the soul. The call of the sea. What draws us to sailing? From the ancient mariners who navigated by the stars to modern-day sailors equipped with cutting-edge technology, the sea has always called to those with a spirit of adventure. But what is it about sailing that captivates us so deeply? Freedom and independence. The idea of setting sail, leaving behind the constraints of land, and being self-sufficient on the open water is immensely appealing. Sailing offers a unique sense of freedom that few other activities can match. It's just you, your boat, and the endless horizon. Connection with nature. Sailing forces you to tune into the natural world. You must understand the wind, the currents, and the tides. You become acutely aware of the weather, the phases of the moon, and the position of the stars. This connection with nature is both humbling and empowering. The thrill of adventure. Every sailing journey, no matter how short, is an adventure. The unpredictability of the sea ensures that no two voyages are ever the same. There's always the possibility of encountering something unexpected, a sudden storm, a pod of dolphins, a breathtaking sunset. Mental and physical challenge. Sailing is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one. It requires a deep understanding of your boat, the sea, and the weather. It demands quick thinking, problem-solving, and sometimes, sheer physical strength. But the rewards, both the sense of accomplishment and the joy of the journey, are worth every challenge. A global community. The sailing community is a diverse and welcoming one. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or a beginner, there's always something to learn from others. Sailing brings people together, fostering a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Mastering the art of sailing. Skills and knowledge. Sailing may seem daunting to the uninitiated, but with patience, practice, and the right knowledge, anyone can learn to sail. Here's a deeper dive into some of the essential skills and knowledge every sailor should master. Understanding your boat. Before you can master the sea, you need to master your boat. This means understanding how your boat responds to different conditions, how to balance it properly, and how to manage its sails. Knowing your boat inside and out is crucial for both safety and performance. Reading the weather. Weather is one of the most critical factors in sailing. Understanding how to read weather patterns, interpret forecasts, and anticipate changes is essential for planning your voyages and ensuring your safety. Weather conditions can change rapidly, and being able to respond quickly is key to successful sailing. Navigational skills. Even with modern GPS technology, traditional navigation skills are still important. Knowing how to use a compass, read nautical charts, and plot a course is fundamental to safe and efficient sailing. These skills also give you a greater sense of autonomy and confidence on the water. Sail trim and boat handling. Proper sail trim, adjusting the sails to optimize performance, is both an art and a science. It's about understanding the wind and how it interacts with your sails, making constant adjustments to maintain the right balance and speed. Similarly, handling the boat, maneuvering, tacking, jibing, is a skill that improves with practice and experience. Safety at sea. Sailing can be dangerous if you're not prepared. Knowing how to handle emergencies, from man-overboard situations to equipment failures, is essential. This includes understanding safety equipment, emergency procedures, and having a plan for various scenarios. The psychology of sailing. Mindset and mental resilience. Sailing is not just a physical activity, it's a mental challenge as well. The sea is unpredictable, and sailing requires a mindset that is both flexible and resilient. Here's a look at the psychological aspects of sailing and how they contribute to a successful voyage. Patience and perseverance. The sea doesn't always cooperate with your plans. There will be times when the wind dies down, when you're stuck in a calm, or when a storm delays your progress. Sailing teaches you to be patient, to persevere, and to adapt to whatever the sea throws at you. Focus and awareness. Sailing requires a high level of focus and situational awareness. You need to be constantly aware of your surroundings, the wind, the waves, other boats, and potential hazards. This awareness helps you make quick decisions and respond effectively to changing conditions. Confidence and humility. Sailing builds confidence, but it also teaches humility. The sea is vast and powerful, and no matter how skilled you are, there's always more to learn. This balance of confidence and humility is what makes a great sailor. Stress management. The sea can be a stressful environment, especially in challenging conditions. Learning how to manage stress, stay calm, and think clearly under pressure is crucial. This mental resilience not only makes you a better sailor but also translates into other areas of life. Sailing is a journey of self-discovery. Sailing isn't just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's a journey that often leads to self-discovery, as you push your limits, face your fears, and find strength and resilience within yourself. Facing your fears. The sea can be intimidating, especially for new sailors. Facing the vastness of the ocean, the unpredictability of the weather, and the challenges of navigation can bring up fears. But overcoming these fears is part of the journey. Sailing teaches you to confront your fears head-on, to trust in your abilities, and to find courage in the face of uncertainty. Finding peace in solitude. Sailing often involves long periods of solitude, which can be both challenging and rewarding. Being alone with your thoughts, surrounded by the endless horizon, can lead to profound insights and a deep sense of peace. It's a time to reflect, to disconnect from the noise of everyday life, and to connect with your inner self. Building resilience. Sailing is a test of resilience. The sea will challenge you in ways you never expected, physically, mentally, and emotionally. But with each challenge, you become stronger, more capable, and more resilient. This resilience is not just about surviving the sea but thriving in it. A journey of continuous learning. Sailing is a lifelong journey of learning. No matter how experienced you are, there's always something new to learn, whether it's a new sailing technique, a new route, or a new way of thinking. This continuous learning keeps sailing exciting and rewarding. The sailing lifestyle. Living a life of adventure. For many, sailing is more than just an activity, it's a lifestyle. It's about living a life of adventure, embracing the unknown, and finding joy in the simple pleasures of life on the water. Embracing minimalism. Life on a boat requires a certain level of minimalism. Space is limited, and you quickly learn to prioritize what's truly important. This minimalist lifestyle can be liberating, freeing you from the excesses of modern life and allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Connecting with like-minded people. The sailing community is a tight-knit one, full of like-minded individuals who share a love for the sea and adventure. Whether you're at a marina, a sailing club, or anchored in a remote bay, you're likely to meet others who share your passion for sailing. Exploring the world. Sailing opens up a world of exploration. From remote islands to bustling coastal cities, sailing allows you to see the world from a unique perspective. Every voyage is an opportunity to explore new places, meet new people, and experience new cultures. Living in harmony with nature. Sailing encourages a deep respect for nature. Living on the water, you become acutely aware of the environment and the need to protect it. Many sailors adopt sustainable practices, such as using renewable energy, minimizing waste, and protecting marine life. Finding joy in the journey. Ultimately, the sailing lifestyle is about finding joy in the journey. It's about embracing the challenges, savoring the moments of peace and beauty, and finding fulfillment in the simple act of sailing. The future of sailing. Innovations and trends. Sailing, like all aspects of life, is evolving. Advances in technology, changes in the environment, and shifts in societal attitudes are all shaping the future of sailing. Here's a look at some of the innovations and trends that are influencing the world of sailing today. Sustainable sailing. As awareness of environmental issues grows, more sailors are adopting sustainable practices. This includes using solar and wind power, reducing plastic waste, and supporting marine conservation efforts. Sustainable sailing is not just about protecting the environment but also about ensuring that future generations can enjoy the beauty and freedom of the sea. Technological innovations. Technology is transforming the world of sailing. From advanced navigation systems and autopilots to high-tech sails and hull materials, these innovations are making sailing more accessible, efficient, and enjoyable. However, it's important to remember that while technology can enhance the sailing experience, it's no substitute for skill and knowledge. Inclusive sailing. Sailing is becoming more inclusive, with initiatives to make the sport accessible to people of all ages, backgrounds, and abilities. This includes programs for people with disabilities, youth sailing programs, and efforts to increase diversity in the sailing community. Inclusive sailing is about breaking down barriers and making the joys of sailing available to everyone. Adventure sailing. The trend of adventure sailing, taking on challenging voyages to remote and unexplored places, is growing. This trend is driven by a desire for unique experiences, personal challenge, and a deeper connection with nature. Adventure sailing is not just about the destination but about the thrill of the journey and the stories that come from it. Digital sailing communities. The rise of digital technology has led to the growth of online sailing communities. These platforms allow sailors to connect, share knowledge, and organize events, no matter where they are in the world. Digital communities are fostering a global sailing culture, where ideas and experiences are shared across borders. The spirit of sailing. What it means to be a sailor at its core, sailing is about more than just mastering the technical aspects of the sport. It's about embracing a certain mindset, a mindset of curiosity, resilience, and a deep love for the sea. Being a sailor means being willing to push your limits, to explore the unknown, and to find joy in the journey, no matter where it takes you. Continuing the journey, the world of sailing is vast and multifaceted, with endless opportunities for exploration, learning, and adventure. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or just beginning your journey, there's always more to discover on the open waters. Keep your sails unfurled, your spirit adventurous, and your heart open to the endless possibilities that sailing offers. Sailing adventures. Charting new waters. Sailing adventures are the heart and soul of this lifestyle, each voyage offering a new story, a new challenge, and a new perspective. Whether you're navigating familiar coastal routes or venturing into the unknown, the sense of adventure never wanes. Let's delve into the various forms of sailing adventures that captivate the hearts of sailors worldwide. Coastal cruising. Coastal cruising is often the entry point for many sailors, providing a balance between the comforts of land and the freedom of the sea. Sailing along the coastlines allows for easy access to ports, marinas, and safe anchorages, while still offering the thrill of being on the open water. Coastal cruising is perfect for weekend getaways or longer trips that don't venture too far from shore, giving sailors the chance to explore beautiful seaside towns, hidden coves, and pristine beaches. Blue water sailing. For those who seek more adventure, blue water sailing, venturing out into the open ocean, offers an entirely different experience. Blue water sailing requires a higher level of preparation, skill, and mental toughness. The vastness of the ocean, the unpredictability of the weather, and the isolation from land can be both exhilarating and intimidating. But the rewards are unparalleled: nights under star-filled skies, encounters with marine life, and the profound sense of achievement that comes from crossing an ocean. Expedition sailing. Expedition sailing takes adventure to the next level, often involving journeys to remote and uncharted territories. These expeditions might include sailing to polar regions, exploring remote islands, or undertaking scientific research missions. Expedition sailing is not just about reaching a destination, it's about discovery, both of the world and of oneself. The challenges are greater, but so too are the rewards: sailing through ice-filled waters, witnessing untouched landscapes, and contributing to our understanding of the planet. Racing. For those with a competitive spirit, sailing races offer the ultimate test of skill, strategy, and endurance. From local regattas to world-famous races like the America's Cup or the Vendée Globe, racing pushes sailors and their boats to the limits. The adrenaline of the start line, the tactical decisions on the water, and the camaraderie with fellow racers create an electrifying atmosphere. Racing isn't just about speed, it's about precision, teamwork, and the pursuit of excellence. Island hopping. Island hopping is a popular sailing adventure that combines the joy of sailing with the allure of exploring multiple destinations in one trip. Whether you're sailing through the Greek Isles, the Caribbean, or the Pacific, island hopping allows you to experience diverse cultures, cuisines, and landscapes. Each island offers something unique, from vibrant towns and historic sites to secluded beaches and coral reefs. The flexibility of sailing means you can stay as long as you like, creating your own itinerary as you go. Solo voyages. Solo sailing is the ultimate test of self-reliance and resilience. Taking on the sea alone requires a deep knowledge of sailing, unwavering confidence, and the mental strength to handle long periods of isolation. Solo voyages are deeply personal, offering time for introspection and self-discovery. The challenges are immense: navigating without assistance, managing sleep, and staying motivated, but the sense of accomplishment is unmatched. Solo sailing is not just about surviving the journey but thriving in it, finding peace and fulfillment in the solitude of the sea. Sailing legends. Stories that inspire. The world of sailing is rich with legends, stories of daring explorers, record-breaking voyages, and acts of extraordinary courage. These stories not only inspire but also remind us of the limitless possibilities that sailing offers. Joshua Slocum. Joshua Slocum is one of the most famous sailors in history, known for being the first person to sail solo around the world. In 1895, at the age of 51, Slocum set sail in his small sloop, Spray, and completed his circumnavigation after 3 years. His journey was filled with challenges, storms, pirates, and the perils of navigating alone, but his determination and skill saw him through. Slocum's book, Sailing Alone Around the World, remains a classic in sailing literature and continues to inspire sailors to this day. Robin Knox Johnston. In 1969, Sir Robin Knox Johnston became the first person to complete a non-stop solo circumnavigation of the globe. Sailing in his boat, Suhaili, Knox Johnston faced numerous challenges, including harsh weather, equipment failures, and the psychological strain of being alone for over 300 days. His achievement earned him international recognition, and he later went on to found the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race, which gives amateur sailors the chance to experience the thrill of ocean racing. Tracy Edwards. Tracy Edwards is a pioneering figure in sailing, known for leading the first all-female crew in the Whitbread Round the World Race, now known as the Ocean Race, in 1989-90. Despite facing skepticism and opposition, Edwards and her crew on Maiden not only completed the race but also won 2 of the 6 legs in their class. Her story is one of perseverance, breaking barriers, and proving that gender is no barrier to success in the world of sailing. Ellen MacArthur. Dame Ellen MacArthur is celebrated for her remarkable solo sailing achievements. In 2005, she set the world record for the fastest solo circumnavigation of the globe, completing the journey in just 71 days. MacArthur's record-breaking voyage required exceptional skill, endurance, and mental fortitude, as she battled extreme weather conditions, equipment failures, and the immense isolation of the Southern Ocean. Her story continues to inspire sailors and adventurers alike. Ernest Shackleton. While not primarily known as a sailor, Sir Ernest Shackleton's leadership during the ill-fated Endurance expedition is legendary in maritime history. In 1914, Shackleton and his crew became trapped in the ice of the Weddell Sea, and their ship was eventually crushed. Shackleton's incredible journey to seek help, including an 800-mile open-boat voyage to South George Island, is a testament to his leadership, courage, and determination. Shackleton's story is one of survival against the odds and the indomitable human spirit. The mystique of the sea, sailing in the elements. Sailing is a unique way to experience the raw power and beauty of the elements. The sea, wind, and weather are not just obstacles to be overcome, they are integral to the sailing experience, each bringing its own challenges and rewards. The wind. The wind is the sailor's greatest ally and fiercest adversary. Understanding how to harness the wind is the essence of sailing, whether you're trimming your sails for maximum speed or tacking to make progress upwind. The wind is ever-changing, and mastering its nuances is a lifelong pursuit. From gentle breezes that make for a relaxing sail to fierce gales that test your skill and nerve, the wind shapes every sailing experience. The sea. The sea is a place of contrasts, serene and peaceful one moment, wild and tempestuous the next. It demands respect and humility, for even the most experienced sailors can be caught off guard by its power. The sea's vastness can be overwhelming, but it also offers moments of unparalleled beauty, from the sight of dolphins playing in the wake to the calm of a sunrise on a mirror-like ocean. Sailing teaches you to read the sea, to understand its moods, and to navigate its challenges. The weather. Weather is perhaps the most unpredictable element in sailing. A clear sky can quickly give way to storm clouds, and a calm sea can turn rough in an instant. Understanding weather patterns, interpreting forecasts, and knowing how to respond to changing conditions are crucial skills for any sailor. But beyond the technical aspects, the weather adds an element of drama and excitement to every voyage. The thrill of sailing through a storm, the relief of finding shelter in a safe harbor, and the joy of a sunny day on the water are all part of the sailing experience. The night sky. Sailing at night offers a unique and mystical experience. The sky, free from the lights of the city, is filled with stars, and the sea takes on a different character in the darkness. Night sailing requires heightened awareness and a reliance on your senses and instruments, but it also offers a sense of peace and wonder. The sight of a moonlit sea, the sound of the water against the hull, and the stillness of the night create a sense of connection with the universe that is hard to find elsewhere. The art of seamanship. Timeless skills for modern sailors. Seamanship is the art and science of operating a vessel and managing its crew. It encompasses a wide range of skills, from navigation and boat handling to safety and maintenance. While technology has made many aspects of sailing easier, the timeless skills of seamanship remain as important as ever. Traditional navigation. In an age of GPS and electronic charts, traditional navigation skills are often overlooked. However, knowing how to navigate by the stars, using a sextant, or simply reading a compass can be invaluable, especially in situations where technology fails. Traditional navigation connects you with the history of sailing, allowing you to experience the sea as sailors have for centuries. Sail handling. Proper sail handling is crucial for both performance and safety. This includes everything from raising and lowering sails to reefing, trimming, and managing sail changes in changing conditions. Mastering these skills takes time and practice, but it's essential for becoming a competent sailor. The satisfaction of perfectly trimming your sails and feeling your boat respond is one of the great joys of sailing. Anchoring. Anchoring may seem straightforward, but it's a critical skill that can make the difference between a restful night and a stressful one. Choosing the right spot, setting the anchor properly, and knowing how to deal with different types of seabeds are all part of effective anchoring. A well-set anchor is your assurance of safety and security when you're not under sail. Safety at sea. Safety is paramount in sailing, and good seamanship includes being prepared for any situation. This means having the right safety equipment on board, knowing how to use it, and practicing emergency procedures. Whether it's man-overboard drills, fire safety, or handling heavy weather, being prepared can save lives. Boat maintenance. A well-maintained boat is not only safer but also performs better. Regular maintenance tasks include checking rigging, inspecting sails, and ensuring that all systems are in good working order. Understanding the mechanics of your boat, being able to make basic repairs, and knowing when to call in a professional are all part of good seamanship. Taking care of your boat not only prolongs its life but also deepens your connection to it. The sailing community. A global network of kindred spirits. One of the most rewarding aspects of sailing is the sense of community that it fosters. Whether you're at a bustling marina, a remote anchorage, or attending a sailing event, there's an immediate bond between sailors, a shared understanding that transcends language, culture, and geography. Let's explore the different ways this global network of kindred spirits enhances the sailing experience. Marinas and harbors. Marinas and harbors are the social hubs of the sailing world, where sailors from all walks of life come together. These places are more than just places to dock your boat. They are where friendships are formed, stories are exchanged, and knowledge is shared. Whether you're chatting with a seasoned sailor over a cup of coffee or getting advice from a local about the best anchorage, marinas offer a sense of belonging and camaraderie that is unique to the sailing community. Sailing clubs and associations. Joining a sailing club or association is a great way to connect with other sailors, participate in events, and access resources that can enhance your sailing experience. These organizations often host races, social gatherings, and educational workshops, providing opportunities to learn, compete, and socialize. Being part of a sailing club also offers a support network, where you can seek advice, share experiences, and find crew members or sailing partners. Cruising communities. For those who live aboard their boats or embark on long-term voyages, cruising communities offer a lifeline of support and friendship. These communities are often informal, forming spontaneously in popular cruising destinations or along well-traveled routes. Cruising sailors look out for each other, whether it's helping with boat repairs, sharing weather updates, or simply providing company during long passages. The bonds formed in these communities are often deep and lasting, born from shared experiences and the challenges of life at sea. Sailing events and regattas. Sailing events and regattas are not only about competition, they are also about celebrating the sailing lifestyle. These events bring together sailors from around the world, creating an atmosphere of excitement and camaraderie. From local regattas to international events like the America's Cup or the Sydney Hobart Yacht Race, these gatherings are a chance to meet fellow sailors, showcase your skills, and enjoy the social side of sailing. Even if you're not racing, attending a sailing event can be a thrilling and inspiring experience. Online sailing communities. In today's digital age, the sailing community extends beyond physical locations. Online forums, social media groups, and sailing blogs offer a platform for sailors to connect, share experiences, and seek advice from a global audience. These online communities are invaluable for finding information, whether it's about boat maintenance, cruising routes, or the latest sailing technology. They also offer a way to stay connected with the sailing world, even when you're not on the water. Mentorship and knowledge sharing. One of the most beautiful aspects of the sailing community is the willingness of experienced sailors to mentor newcomers. Sailing has a long tradition of passing down knowledge from one generation to the next, and this spirit of mentorship is alive and well today. Whether it's teaching a novice sailor the basics of navigation, sharing tips on heavy weather sailing, or guiding someone through their first offshore passage, experienced sailors play a crucial role in fostering the next generation of sailors. This exchange of knowledge and experience enriches the entire community, ensuring that the art of sailing continues to thrive. Sustainability in sailing. Protecting the oceans we love as sailors, we are deeply connected to the ocean, and with that connection comes a responsibility to protect and preserve the marine environment. Sustainability is becoming an increasingly important focus in the sailing community, with many sailors taking steps to reduce their environmental impact and promote ocean conservation. Eco-friendly sailing practices. There are many ways that sailors can minimize their environmental footprint while enjoying their time on the water. Simple practices such as reducing plastic use on board, avoiding single-use items, and properly disposing of waste can make a big difference. Sailors can also use eco-friendly cleaning products and choose sustainable materials when outfitting their boats. By adopting these practices, sailors can help protect the marine environment and ensure that the oceans remain healthy for future generations. Sustainable sailing gear. The sailing industry is increasingly offering sustainable options for sailing gear and equipment. From sails made from recycled materials to biodegradable ropes and environmentally friendly anti-fouling paints, there are now more choices than ever for sailors who want to reduce their environmental impact. Investing in durable, high-quality gear that lasts longer also reduces waste and the need for frequent replacements. Sail-powered travel. Sailing is one of the most environmentally friendly ways to travel, relying on wind power rather than fossil fuels. Many sailors embrace the idea of slow travel, taking their time to explore the world by sail rather than rushing from one destination to the next. This approach not only reduces carbon emissions but also allows for a deeper connection with the places you visit and the people you meet along the way. Marine conservation initiatives. Many sailors actively participate in marine conservation efforts, whether through organized initiatives or personal actions. This can include participating in beach cleanups, supporting marine protected areas, or contributing to citizen science projects that monitor ocean health. Some sailors also use their voyages to raise awareness about environmental issues, sharing their experiences and inspiring others to take action. Energy efficiency on board. Modern sailboats can be equipped with a variety of energy-efficient technologies that reduce their environmental impact. Solar panels, wind generators, and energy-efficient appliances help minimize the need for fossil fuels and reduce the boat's carbon footprint. Many sailors are also adopting energy-saving practices, such as turning off lights and electronics when not in use and optimizing their sailing routes to make the most of wind power. Respect for marine wildlife. As sailors, we often encounter marine wildlife up close, from dolphins and whales to seabirds and fish. It's important to respect these creatures and their habitats by maintaining a safe distance, avoiding sensitive areas, and following guidelines for responsible wildlife viewing. By doing so, we can help protect these species and ensure that our encounters with them are positive and sustainable. The sailing lifestyle. A journey of continuous learning. Sailing is more than just a sport or hobby. It's a lifestyle that encourages continuous learning, personal growth, and a deep connection with nature. Whether you're a seasoned sailor or just starting out, there's always something new to learn, new places to explore, and new challenges to overcome. Lifelong learning. Sailing is a journey of lifelong learning. No matter how experienced you are, there's always something new to discover, whether it's mastering a new skill, learning about a different type of boat, or exploring a new sailing destination. This continuous learning keeps sailing exciting and ensures that there's always a new challenge to tackle. It also fosters a sense of humility, as even the most experienced sailors know that the sea can be unpredictable and that there's always more to learn. Personal growth. Sailing challenges you in ways that few other activities can. It requires resilience, patience, problem-solving, and the ability to stay calm under pressure. These challenges often lead to significant personal growth, as you learn to trust your abilities, overcome obstacles, and adapt to changing conditions. Sailing also teaches you to appreciate the simple pleasures in life, like a beautiful sunset, a quiet anchorage, or the satisfaction of a well-executed maneuver. Connection with nature. One of the most rewarding aspects of sailing is the deep connection it fosters with nature. Being on the water allows you to experience the natural world in a unique and intimate way. You become attuned to the rhythms of the wind and waves, the patterns of the tides, and the cycles of the moon. This connection with nature not only enhances your sailing experience but also inspires a greater appreciation for the environment and a commitment to its preservation. Mindfulness and presence. Sailing requires you to be fully present in the moment. Whether you're navigating through a tricky passage, trimming the sails for maximum performance, or simply enjoying the beauty of the sea, sailing demands your full attention. This focus on the present moment can be deeply calming and meditative, providing a sense of mindfulness that is often hard to find in everyday life. Sailing offers a break from the distractions of modern life, allowing you to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. Freedom and independence. Sailing offers a unique sense of freedom and independence. The ability to chart your own course, travel at your own pace, and explore new places on your terms is incredibly empowering. This freedom is not just about physical movement, it's also about the freedom to live life on your own terms, to escape the routine, and to embrace the unknown. Sailing gives you the opportunity to break free from the constraints of everyday life and experience the world in a way that few others do. Adventure and exploration. At its core, sailing is about adventure and exploration. Whether you're sailing to a new destination, trying out a new type of boat, or pushing your limits in a race, the spirit of adventure is always present. Sailing encourages you to step out of your comfort zone, take risks, and embrace the unknown. It's this sense of adventure that keeps sailors coming back to the water, year after year, always seeking the next challenge, the next horizon, and the next great story. The allure of offshore sailing. Conquering the open ocean. For many sailors, the ultimate challenge and thrill lie in offshore sailing. Navigating the open ocean, far from the sight of land, where the horizon stretches endlessly in every direction. Offshore sailing is not just a test of seamanship, it's a journey into the heart of nature's vast and powerful forces. Let's delve into what makes offshore sailing so alluring and the skills and preparations required to undertake such an adventure. The call of the open sea. There's something deeply compelling about the open ocean. The vastness, the solitude, and the sense of being truly at the mercy of nature's elements create an experience that is both humbling and exhilarating. For those who crave adventure and challenge, offshore sailing offers an opportunity to push the boundaries of what is possible, to test their skills, and to experience the raw power of the sea. Navigational mastery. Offshore sailing requires a high level of navigational skill. Without the aid of visible landmarks, sailors must rely on their understanding of charts, compass headings, celestial navigation, and modern GPS technology to find their way. Planning an offshore route involves careful consideration of weather patterns, ocean currents, and potential hazards, as well as plotting a course that optimizes speed and safety. Successful offshore navigation is as much an art as it is a science, requiring both precision and intuition. Weathering the storms. The open ocean is unpredictable, and even the best prepared sailors can find themselves facing heavy weather. Offshore sailing demands a thorough understanding of weather systems, the ability to interpret forecasts, and the knowledge of how to handle a boat in extreme conditions. Storm tactics, such as reducing sail, adjusting course, and securing the boat, are critical to surviving rough seas. For many sailors, the challenge of facing and overcoming these conditions is what makes offshore sailing so rewarding. Mental and physical endurance. Offshore sailing is as much a mental challenge as it is a physical one. The long passages, often lasting days or even weeks, require endurance, resilience, and the ability to remain focused and alert for extended periods. Sleep deprivation, isolation, and the constant motion of the boat can take a toll on both body and mind. However, these challenges also lead to a deep sense of accomplishment and personal growth. The ability to persevere through tough conditions, maintain a positive attitude, and work as a team with your crew are essential to the success of any offshore voyage. Self-sufficiency at sea. When you're hundreds of miles from shore, self-sufficiency becomes paramount. Offshore sailors must be prepared to handle any situation that arises, from equipment failures to medical emergencies. This means having the skills to make repairs, manage resources like food and water, and deal with health issues on board. The ability to problem solve, think critically, and stay calm under pressure is crucial. Offshore sailing fosters a sense of independence and self-reliance that is deeply empowering. The joy of discovery. Offshore sailing often leads to remote and unspoiled destinations that are inaccessible by other means. The joy of discovering a secluded island, anchoring in a pristine bay, or encountering marine life in its natural habitat is one of the greatest rewards of offshore sailing. These moments of discovery, far from the crowded tourist spots, offer a connection with nature that is pure and profound. For many sailors, the journey is as important as the destination, with the open ocean serving as a pathway to some of the world's most beautiful and untouched places. The bond between crew members. Offshore sailing forges strong bonds between crew members. The shared experience of facing the challenges of the open ocean, working together to navigate, and relying on each other for safety and support creates a camaraderie that is hard to find elsewhere. The trust, cooperation, and mutual respect that develop among crew members are essential to the success of the voyage. These bonds often last a lifetime, with the memories of the shared adventure becoming stories that are retold for years to come. The freedom of the seas. Perhaps the most alluring aspect of offshore sailing is the sense of freedom it offers. The open ocean is a place where you can truly escape the constraints of everyday life. There are no roads, no borders, and no schedules to keep. The freedom to choose your own course, follow the wind, and live according to the rhythms of the sea is a rare and precious experience. Offshore sailing embodies the spirit of adventure and exploration, offering a way of life that is both challenging and deeply fulfilling. The challenges and rewards of long-term cruising. Long-term cruising, living aboard your sailboat and traveling from place to place, represents the ultimate freedom for many sailors. It's a lifestyle that combines adventure, exploration, and a deep connection with the sea. However, it also comes with its own set of challenges and requires careful planning, preparation, and a willingness to adapt to a new way of life. Planning the journey. Long-term cruising requires meticulous planning, especially when it comes to route selection, provisioning, and budgeting. Deciding where to go, how long to stay, and when to move on involves a balance between following the seasons, avoiding storms, and exploring the places that interest you most. Provisions must be carefully planned to ensure you have enough food, water, and supplies for extended periods away from civilization. Financial planning is also crucial, as long-term cruising often means living on a fixed income or savings, with costs varying depending on location and lifestyle choices. Adapting to life aboard. Living on a sailboat is very different from life on land. Space is limited, and you must learn to live with less, simplifying your possessions and adapting to a smaller living area. Water and power are finite resources, requiring careful management. You'll need to be comfortable with the constant motion of the boat, the challenges of living in close quarters with others, and the need for self-sufficiency. However, these adjustments are often outweighed by the rewards of living close to nature, exploring new places, and enjoying a slower, more intentional way of life. Cultural exploration. One of the greatest rewards of long-term cruising is the opportunity to explore different cultures and countries. Sailing opens the door to experiences that are often missed by conventional travelers, meeting local people, learning new languages, and immersing yourself in the customs and traditions of the places you visit. Whether you're exploring a bustling market in the Caribbean, attending a local festival in the South Pacific, or learning to cook traditional dishes in a Mediterranean port, cruising offers a deep and authentic connection with the world. Navigating bureaucracy. Long-term cruising often involves navigating the complexities of international travel, including visas, customs regulations, and entry requirements. Each country has its own rules, and staying informed about the latest regulations is essential to avoid fines or delays. In addition to entry requirements, you'll need to manage boat registration, insurance, and safety inspections. While these bureaucratic hurdles can be frustrating, they are part of the reality of cruising, and learning to navigate them smoothly is a valuable skill. Maintaining the boat. Keeping your boat in top condition is crucial when you're living aboard for extended periods. Regular maintenance, repairs, and upgrades are a constant part of life on the water. From engine maintenance and sail repairs to hull cleaning and electronics upgrades, there's always something that needs attention. Being able to do much of this work yourself not only saves money but also gives you the confidence to handle any issues that arise while you're far from shore. The ability to maintain and repair your boat is a key aspect of the independence and self-reliance that long-term cruising demands. Staying connected. While cruising offers a chance to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of modern life, staying connected with friends, family, and the wider world is still important for many sailors. Advances in satellite communication, mobile internet, and social media have made it easier to stay in touch, share your adventures, and access information while at sea. However, connectivity can be limited in remote areas, and managing your expectations and tech setup is important to ensure you can stay connected when you need to. Health and well-being. Maintaining your health and well-being while cruising is essential. This includes managing medical care, staying fit, and ensuring you have access to fresh food and clean water. Many cruisers carry a well-stocked medical kit and have basic first aid training to handle minor injuries and illnesses. Staying active through swimming, snorkeling, or onshore activities helps maintain physical fitness, while a balanced diet and proper hydration are crucial for overall health. Mental well-being is equally important, and many cruisers find that the peace, solitude, and close connection with nature that comes with sailing contribute to a positive mental outlook. The joys of simplicity. One of the most profound rewards of long-term cruising is the simplicity it brings to life. Without the distractions of modern living, you can focus on what truly matters, whether it's spending time with loved ones, exploring new places, or simply enjoying the beauty of the natural world. This simplicity often leads to a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment, as you learn to appreciate the small joys and moments of everyday life. For many cruisers, this return to a simpler, more intentional way of living is one of the greatest gifts that the cruising lifestyle has to offer. The art of seamanship. Mastering the skills for long-term cruising seamanship is the bedrock of safe and successful sailing. For those embracing long-term cruising, mastering the art of seamanship is not just about knowing how to sail, it's about understanding the intricate details that keep you and your vessel safe on the water. Let's dive deeper into the essential skills and knowledge that form the foundation of good seamanship. Sail handling and trim. Proper sail handling and trim are critical for maintaining boat speed and balance, especially on long passages. Understanding how to adjust your sails for different wind conditions, how to reef, reduce sail area when the wind picks up, and how to optimize sail shape for efficiency are all key aspects of sail trim. Sailors must be proficient in handling all the sails on board, from the mainsail to the jib or genoa, and possibly even spinnakers or code sails. Regular practice in different conditions helps you fine-tune these skills, ensuring your boat performs well and remains stable. Anchoring techniques. Anchoring is an essential skill for any cruiser, as you'll often find yourself anchoring in remote bays, busy harbors, or uncharted waters. Knowing how to choose a good anchorage, set the anchor securely, and handle different types of seabeds is vital for a restful night's sleep. Techniques like setting a second anchor, using a stern anchor to limit swing, or employing a bridle to reduce strain on the anchor chain can make all the difference in challenging conditions. Additionally, being able to weigh anchor quickly and efficiently is crucial if you need to leave an anchorage in a hurry due to weather changes or other factors. Navigating in confined waters. While offshore navigation involves open water, long-term cruisers often navigate through narrow channels, around reefs, and into tight harbors. This requires a keen eye for detail, a solid understanding of charts, and the ability to pilot the boat with precision. Familiarity with your boat's draft, maneuverability, and turning radius is essential when navigating in confined spaces. Additionally, understanding tidal currents, using range markers, and being able to anticipate how your boat will respond to wind and current in close quarters are critical skills for safe navigation. Heavy weather sailing. Encountering heavy weather is an inevitable part of long-term cruising, and knowing how to handle your boat in rough conditions is a mark of good seamanship. Techniques like heaving to, stalling the boat in a controlled manner, deploying a drogue or sea anchor to slow the boat, and understanding how to manage sail area during a storm are all essential. Preparing the boat by securing loose items, double-checking rigging, and ensuring all hatches and ports are watertight can help minimize damage during heavy seas. Mental preparedness and the ability to remain calm under pressure are equally important, as panic can lead to poor decisions. Boat maintenance and repairs. A well-maintained boat is a safe boat, and part of good seamanship is knowing how to keep your vessel in top condition. Regular inspections of the rigging, hull, engine, and other critical systems are essential. Knowing how to perform basic repairs, such as patching sails, fixing plumbing, or troubleshooting engine issues, can mean the difference between continuing your journey and being stranded. Long-term cruisers often carry a comprehensive toolkit and a supply of spare parts to handle unexpected repairs. The ability to think creatively and improvise solutions is a valuable skill when cruising in remote areas where professional help may not be readily available. Understanding weather and sea conditions. Seamanship also involves a deep understanding of weather patterns and sea conditions. Being able to interpret weather forecasts, recognize signs of changing weather, and understand how wind, waves, and currents interact is crucial for planning safe passages. Knowledge of local weather patterns, such as trade winds, monsoons, or katabatic winds, can help you avoid dangerous conditions and make the most of favorable ones. Staying informed about the latest meteorological data, either through onboard instruments, weather apps, or marine radio, is a key part of good seamanship. Safety at sea. Safety is paramount when cruising, and good seamanship involves knowing how to prevent accidents and handle emergencies. This includes understanding the use of safety equipment such as life jackets, harnesses, flares, and EPIRBs, emergency position indicating radio beacons. Man overboard drills, firefighting procedures, and abandoned ship protocols should be practiced regularly to ensure that all crew members are prepared in case of an emergency. Additionally, understanding first aid, knowing how to communicate effectively with rescue services, and having a well-thought-out safety plan are all part of keeping your crew and boat safe. Environmental stewardship. Modern seamanship also includes a responsibility to protect the marine environment. Long-term cruisers are often in a unique position to observe the health of the oceans and can play a role in conservation efforts. This means practicing good waste management, avoiding harm to coral reefs and marine life, and being mindful of the impact of your activities on the environment. Using eco-friendly products, minimizing fuel consumption, and participating in local conservation projects are ways cruisers can contribute to preserving the beauty and health of the oceans they sail on. The spiritual journey of sailing. Finding peace and purpose on the water. Sailing is not just a physical journey. For many, it's a deeply spiritual experience. The vastness of the ocean, the rhythm of the waves, and the ever-changing sky create a sense of connection to something greater than oneself. Long-term cruising, in particular, offers a unique opportunity for self-reflection, personal growth, and finding meaning in the journey. The ocean as a mirror. The ocean often serves as a mirror, reflecting the sailor's inner state. The challenges faced at sea, whether it's navigating through a storm, dealing with isolation, or overcoming fear, can reveal strengths and weaknesses, forcing sailors to confront their own limitations and develop resilience. The solitude of the open ocean provides space for introspection, allowing sailors to explore their thoughts, beliefs, and values in a way that is often difficult in the hustle and bustle of daily life. The rhythm of nature. Sailing brings you into close alignment with the natural world. The rhythms of the sea, the cycle of the tides, the movement of the stars, these all become part of the sailor's life. This deep connection to nature can foster a sense of peace and contentment, as well as a recognition of the interconnectedness of all life. For many sailors, this connection to the natural world leads to a greater appreciation of the environment and a commitment to living in harmony with it. Living in the present moment. One of the most profound aspects of sailing is the way it draws you into the present moment. Whether you're trimming sails, navigating tricky waters, or simply watching a sunset at anchor, sailing demands your full attention. This focus on the present moment can be incredibly freeing, allowing you to let go of worries about the past or future and simply be. For many sailors, this mindfulness becomes a way of life, bringing greater clarity, peace, and joy. The journey inward. Long-term cruising often becomes a journey inward as much as a journey outward. The time spent alone on watch, the quiet moments at anchor, and the endless horizon all invite contemplation and self-discovery. Many sailors find that the challenges of the sea, both physical and mental, lead to personal growth, helping them develop qualities like patience, humility, and courage. The journey inward can also lead to a deeper understanding of one's purpose in life, with the ocean serving as a teacher and guide. The joy of simplicity. Sailing encourages a simpler, more intentional way of life. With limited space and resources, you learn to focus on what truly matters, whether it's the beauty of a sunrise, the company of loved ones, or the satisfaction of a well-sailed passage. This simplicity can lead to a profound sense of contentment and fulfillment, as you discover that happiness is not found in material possessions but in the experiences and connections you create along the way. Finding community on the water. While sailing can be a solitary pursuit, it also offers the opportunity to connect with a global community of like-minded individuals. Cruising sailors often form close-knit communities, sharing knowledge, resources, and companionship. These connections can provide support, friendship, and a sense of belonging, enriching the sailing experience. The bonds formed through shared adventures and challenges at sea often lead to lifelong friendships and a deep sense of camaraderie. The power of ritual. Sailing is rich with rituals, from raising the sails to setting the anchor to celebrating a successful passage. These rituals create a sense of order and meaning, helping sailors navigate the uncertainties of life at sea. Many sailors develop their own personal rituals, whether it's a morning coffee in the cockpit, a sunset toast, or a daily meditation practice, that bring comfort and joy. These rituals become touchstones, grounding sailors in the present moment and helping them find peace and purpose on their journey. Embracing uncertainty. Perhaps one of the greatest spiritual lessons of sailing is learning to embrace uncertainty. The sea is unpredictable, and no 2 days are the same. Sailing teaches you to let go of the need for control, to trust in your skills and instincts, and to accept whatever comes your way with grace and resilience. This ability to embrace uncertainty can be incredibly liberating, helping you navigate not just the challenges of the sea, but the challenges of life itself. Famous sailing routes. A journey through legendary waters sailing around the world takes you through some of the most iconic and challenging routes, each steeped in history and adventure. These routes are more than just passages from one point to another. They are journeys that connect sailors with the legacy of those who have gone before them. Let's explore some of these legendary sailing routes that have inspired generations of sailors. The Trade Winds Route. Following the path of ancient mariners, the Trade Winds Route is a classic passage for sailors crossing the Atlantic. This route typically begins in the Canary Islands and heads southwest toward the Caribbean, taking advantage of the steady northeast trade winds. For centuries, this route has been used by explorers, traders, and adventurers, offering a relatively smooth and predictable crossing for those looking to make their way to the New World. Today, it remains a popular choice for cruisers, offering a mix of reliable winds, beautiful stopovers, and a sense of history as you sail along the same waters as Columbus and other explorers. The Panama Canal. The Panama Canal is one of the most significant engineering feats in history and a vital passage for sailors looking to move between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans without having to navigate around Cape Horn. This 48-mile waterway cuts through the Isthmus of Panama, saving sailors thousands of miles and avoiding the treacherous waters of the Southern Ocean. The canal is a marvel to behold, with its series of locks lifting boats from sea level up to Gatun Lake and then lowering them back down to the other ocean. Passing through the Panama Canal is a rite of passage for many long-term cruisers and a moment of awe as you traverse this iconic route. Cape Horn. Known as one of the most challenging and dangerous sailing routes in the world, rounding Cape Horn is a feat that has tested the mettle of sailors for centuries. Located at the southern tip of South America, where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet, Cape Horn is notorious for its fierce winds, massive waves, and unpredictable weather. Many sailors who attempt this passage do so to test their skills and experience the raw power of the ocean. For those who successfully round Cape Horn, it is a badge of honor and a story of resilience, courage, and respect for the sea. The Northwest Passage. The Northwest Passage is a legendary route through the Arctic Ocean, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans via the northern coast of North America. For centuries, explorers sought this elusive passage, driven by the promise of a shorter trade route between Europe and Asia. However, the passage remained largely impassable due to thick ice and extreme conditions. In recent years, climate change has made the Northwest Passage more navigable during the summer months, attracting adventurous sailors looking to follow in the footsteps of explorers like Roald Amundsen, the first to successfully traverse the passage in 1906. Sailing the Northwest Passage is a journey into the wild and remote Arctic, offering unparalleled natural beauty and the chance to sail in the footsteps of history. The Suez Canal. The Suez Canal is another critical man-made waterway, connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea and providing a direct route between Europe and Asia without the need to sail around Africa. This 120-mile canal is one of the busiest shipping routes in the world, with thousands of vessels passing through each year. For sailors, navigating the Suez Canal is a unique experience, as it takes you through a narrow, straight channel bordered by desert on both sides. The canal is steeped in history, having been the site of numerous conflicts and strategic importance since its opening in 1869. Sailing through the Suez Canal is a reminder of the intersection between human ingenuity, geopolitics, and the maritime world. The Indian Ocean Route. The Indian Ocean Route is a diverse and challenging passage that takes sailors from the coast of Africa to Southeast Asia and beyond. This route offers a mix of cultures, landscapes, and sailing conditions, from the calm waters of the Maldives to the strong monsoon winds off the coast of India. Sailors following this route must be well prepared for the changing weather patterns, including the potential for cyclones and heavy rains. The Indian Ocean route is rich in history, having been a key maritime trade route for centuries, connecting the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. Today, it remains a fascinating and rewarding journey for those looking to explore the beauty and complexity of this vast ocean. The Pacific Ocean route. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest of the world's oceans, offering a vast playground for sailors looking to explore its many islands, atolls, and archipelagos. The Pacific Ocean route can take many forms, from the classic coconut milk run, through the South Pacific to more challenging passages across the open expanse of the North Pacific. Sailors on this route are rewarded with some of the most stunning and remote destinations on Earth, from the Marquesas Islands to Fiji, Tonga, and beyond. The Pacific Ocean is a place of incredible diversity, where you can experience the tranquility of a tropical lagoon one day and the power of a Pacific storm the next. The Mediterranean route. The Mediterranean Sea has been a crossroads of civilizations for thousands of years, offering a sailing experience that is rich in history, culture, and natural beauty. The Mediterranean route can take you from the ancient ports of Greece and Turkey to the glamorous coastlines of the French Riviera and the Balearic Islands. The Mediterranean is known for its relatively calm seas, predictable weather, and a wide variety of cruising options, from coastal hopping to longer passages between countries. Sailing the Mediterranean allows you to explore a region where every port has a story to tell, and every island offers a unique experience. The Sailor's Toolkit. Essential gear for life at sea. Sailing long-term requires more than just a sturdy boat and a sense of adventure. It also demands a well-thought-out toolkit of gear and equipment to ensure your safety, comfort, and ability to handle whatever the sea throws your way. Let's explore the essential gear that every long-term cruiser should have on board. Navigation tools. Accurate navigation is crucial for safe passage making. While modern GPS and chart plotters have made navigation easier, it's essential to have backup systems in place in case of equipment failure. This includes paper charts, a reliable compass, and a sextant for celestial navigation. Many sailors also carry handheld GPS units and EPIRBs for emergency location. Understanding how to use these tools, as well as having the latest nautical charts and pilot books for your intended route, is vital for staying on course. Communication equipment. Staying connected while at sea is important for safety and staying in touch with loved ones. VHF radios are standard equipment for short-range communication, particularly for contacting nearby vessels, marinas, and coast guards. For long-range communication, many cruisers use SSB radios or satellite phones, allowing them to receive weather updates, communicate with other sailors, and call for help in an emergency. ICE, Automatic Identification System, is another valuable tool, helping you keep track of nearby vessels and avoid collisions in busy shipping lanes. Safety gear. Safety should always be a top priority when sailing. Essential safety gear includes life jackets for all crew members, harnesses and tethers for moving safely around the boat in rough conditions, and a well-stocked first aid kit. Flares, fire extinguishers, and a life raft are also crucial in case of emergencies. Many cruisers also carry a ditch bag, a waterproof bag containing emergency supplies like water, food rations, a handheld VHF, and a personal locator beacon, PLB, that can be grabbed quickly in case you need to abandon ship. Sailing hardware and rigging. Your boat's rigging and sailing hardware must be in top condition to handle the stresses of long-term cruising. This includes regular inspections and maintenance of the standing rigging, shrouds and stays, running rigging, halyards and sheets, and all blocks, winches, and cleats. Spare parts such as shackles, blocks, and line are essential to have on board, along with tools for making repairs. Sailors often carry a sewing kit specifically for repairing sails, as well as a bosun's chair for working aloft on the mast. Anchoring equipment. Reliable anchoring equipment is essential for long-term cruising, as you'll often anchor in remote locations with varying seabeds. A primary anchor, along with a secondary or backup anchor, is recommended, along with ample chain and rode. Many cruisers also carry a selection of different anchor types, such as a plow, a Danforth, or a Rockna, to suit different conditions. Windlasses, anchor rollers, and snubbers can help make the anchoring process easier and more secure, particularly in heavy weather. Power management. Managing power on board is critical, especially on long passages or when anchored in remote locations. Solar panels, wind generators, and water turbines are popular choices for generating renewable energy and reducing reliance on the engine. A well-maintained battery bank, along with inverters and charge controllers, ensures that you have a reliable power supply for running navigation lights, instruments, refrigeration, and other essential systems. Monitoring your power consumption and having a plan for generating and storing energy is key to maintaining comfort and functionality on board. Water and provisioning. Long-term cruisers need to be self-sufficient, particularly when it comes to water and food supplies. Many boats are equipped with water makers, which convert seawater into freshwater, allowing you to stay at sea for extended periods without needing to find a water source. Ample storage for provisions is also important, as resupplying can be challenging in remote areas. Sailors often carry a mix of non-perishable foods, fresh produce, and fishing. In conclusion, sailing offers an unparalleled blend of adventure, challenge, and serenity. Whether you're traversing famous routes like the Panama Canal or navigating the unpredictable waters of Cape Horn, each journey is a unique chapter in the grand narrative of seafaring. Equipping yourself with essential gear, understanding the intricacies of your chosen routes, and embracing the timeless bond between wind and sail can transform your sailing experience into a lifelong passion. As you set sail towards new horizons, remember that every voyage is a chance to connect with history, nature, and the profound joy of the open sea.